what's really stopping you from walking with God, giving God a try? You putting your trust in everything else, the things that you can see, your money, people, family, your spouse. But why won't you give God a try? Why? Because you can't see him? You think that you can do it all by yourself? You have more faith in yourself, but you don't have enough faith to believe in God, the one that created you. Like, ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Like, it's time that y'all start being honest with yourself. Why don't you want a relationship with God? Is it because of what somebody else has done? Is it because, oh, if I give God a try, I'm going to lose the things that I have? What if you don't lose it? Like, you never know how God is going to use you. You never know what God's going to do for your life. Like, all of us in our experience is going to be different. Our foundation should be the same, and who we believe in should be the same, but the only thing that's going to be different is our walk, because our background of where we come from, the things that God has for us in us, just because somebody else have done it or they went through it, like, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same for us. Like, it's going to be different. So therefore, like, what's stopping you? You are meant for somebody else. You are the lifeline for somebody else. And guess what? When you don't do it, God's going to rise up another. We are not that special. But at the end of the day, God said, I would rather for you to turn from your wicked ways. I would rather for you to come to me just as you are, in your mess, in your sin. I want you. Why will you not turn to God? Why is it so easy for you to stay in comfort? Why is it so easy for you to stay with the friends that you have and the relationship that you have? Why don't you see it the way that God sees? What has been done to you? God wants you so he can show you how much he loves you, as he says in Isaiah 43. And even before Isaiah 43, go to Genesis 6, where, like, God is showing us his faithfulness by, like, I can wipe you out. I can do so much. Like, God is a God of wrath. Let's not forget that. God is a God of love, but that man has a jealous side to him. That man has a wrath side to him that you don't even want to see. God corrects those that he loves. Let's not be like Adam and Eve, where you're getting deceived to the point that now shame and guilt is getting to you. Oh my God, I done did this, so if I start walking with God, oh my God, are you ashamed of what's going to come out in the closet? What you've been done in the background? But guess what? There's somebody that's going through the same thing that you're going through. The same thing that the enemy is using to keep you in your shame, in your guilt, your nakedness, because now everything that's done in the dark is going to be exposed. That's why most people, they would rather just stay where they are. Like, no, I'm not taking this walk with God, because God is going to shine a light on me that's so bright. Like, I'm not ready for my life to be on display for the world. I like doing what I'm doing. Why don't you want to give God a try? You're going to get tired of you. I would rather you get tired of you and run to God than you get tired of you and God say, listen, I don't know you. I'm taking my hands off of you. If you want to keep going down this way, Jesus died for us so we could live. So we could live more abundantly. So we could have a way to talk to the Father, because back then we didn't have a way to talk to the Father. If it wasn't for Jesus, we would be getting stoned for every sin that we done did. So how can you not appreciate God for the greatest sacrifice that he has done? It's time that you start repenting. It's time that you start getting on these and start being honest with yourself and saying, listen, if I'm going to stay where I'm at, God ain't going to have me like that. If I'm going to stay in my sin, if I'm going to do me, God ain't going to have me like that. You're rejecting God. God's not rejecting you. You're rejecting God when you don't want him because of your excuses. Because whatever the enemy is dangling in front of your face, oh, I can give you money, I can give you this, but at what cost? What is it costing you? Your peace, your happiness? What is it really truly costing you? Because yes, you're going to have to suffer with God, but guess what? He's saying, James, count it all joy. Count it all joy. You're going to have to go through the same thing. To walk with God, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to lose some things. But I would rather for you to lose some things than for God to lose you again. For you go down on the path of destruction. God teaches us about in Proverbs, the friendship we should have, the relationships that we should have. Stay away from this type of friends that's going to take you down the path of robbing people, killing people, people that are menace. Stay away from relationships that just out here to destroy you. You don't know what's in their closet. And guess what? The moment you sleep with them, the moment you come, whether they kiss you, whatever they do, whatever they do, even if it's come in contact with you, the influence they have on you, it's going to steer you away. And you don't know what's in their closet. You don't know the motives behind of why they're coming to your life. And guess what? When they're on assignment by the devil, they're coming to keep you down. And if you're already down in depression, going through your trauma, you're only going to become worse off, like Matthew 12:45, and adding more spirits upon you. They're not coming to clean up your house. They're coming to destroy your house, your temple. You are God's temple. You are God's everything. He made you in his image. Why can't you see yourself as such? Stop making the excuses of, oh, I can't see God. I don't want God because if this happened, if that happened. But I need y'all to go read Isaiah 57. If that, well, he took this from me, and he did this. I need y'all to go read Isaiah 57. If that is your portion, go read Isaiah 57. God does things not to harm us, to hurt us. God will take away people that we love. God will take away, and I haven't even experienced death. For most people that I hear, that was their excuse, and God took me to Isaiah 57. It's like, this is why. I need y'all to go read that, because God, like even with Enoch, he just took them. Because you don't know the bad, you don't know the trouble that's going to come ahead. God does things in a time, because yeah, they might be taken out by certain things, but God, and it may not be fair, but God will do it in that such a way to spare their life into something even more tragic. God does things like God. We don't need to understand why God do what He do. We're not going to understand why God does what He do. Why God does what He does, but He's a great Father. He saved us. We should be dying for everything that we do right now. Hiding. Okay? We know we sin and you gotta hide. Like that's like we wouldn't have mercy, we wouldn't have grace. But you would rather be in your own way because you don't want to lose friends, you don't want to lose status, you don't want to lose the things that you have, you don't want to go through the persecution. Oh my God, it's going to be hard. I tried it. Yeah, that wasn't for me. I just gave up on it because, baby, if I got to go through all that, listen, like I heard somebody say yesterday, I ain't even going to say who, but if I just got on stuff and it literally, when I started scrolling up, like, it's sad that females feel like that they have. Listen, people are going to be people, but if you feel like your body is a tool and you're going to use it however you feel, God gave it to you, then you know what, do you? But as a child of God, there are things that have been done to people that's not talked about enough. You're not a tool. You are not a toolbox. You are God's temple. You are God's prized possession. Stop using your body out here, just giving it away freely, because you don't think that there is somebody that can love you. God wants to love you. God wants to cherish you. God wants to show you that, listen, you are the apple to my eye. God wants you. If you don't love yourself, or if you don't understand something, run to God. And I promise you, you get the answers, and it may not be how you want it. But God is there. God wants to answer. God wants to heal. God wants to restore. You're not meant for everyone else to make you a doormat, to use you and abuse you. You are using yourself and abusing yourself for the pleasures of the world. You're selling your soul to the devil. You are then in a situation where you are a part of the crowd that have sold your soul to the devil. You would rather stay in sin. Why is it so hard for you to turn to God? It's time that y'all start really thinking about that and being honest with yourself. We don't have no more time to play. You choose your side. Once you choose your side, stick to your side. We're not here to judge, but to love on you regardless of whatever it is that you choose. If you choose to be a toolbox, be a toolbox. If you choose to be wicked, be wicked. Your life, your choice. God is a God that loves. God is a God that is of mercy and grace. He did the greatest thing that we not doing. Because I promise you, I ain't dying for nobody. I'm not having my children die for nobody. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. Giving God a try will be the best thing you can ever do. Stop making the excuses and just give Him a try. And I promise you, you won't turn back. You won't be like, oh, God, listen, I'm leaving you. No, you won't. You start saying, God, I don't know, what's going to happen or how things going to happen, but I'm going to trust you and I'm going to stay